Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air, and we are back on the Volvo. Today, we're going to try to build a custom grill. We're just going to make a grill for the car, and the reason being is I want to make the grill for the car. I'm not interested. I keep thinking about the Corvette grill. Okay, but anyways, I'm going to make a grill today. If you stay with us, I thank you for coming back. Floyd Hiltz was in the other day that did the interior on the 50 Ford, did a fabulous job on it. He said he didn't like the fender skirts. This is for you, Floyd Hiltz. Took the fender skirts off, moved the hubcap over, and it's for everybody else that enjoys that without the fender skirt in the back. Put a little polish on today, trying to clean it up a little bit, trying to get, investigate it or interested in the car, I guess. Let's pull it over and put a grill in it. Let's pull it. Them things are nice. So what I've got going on there is, obviously it's the Volvo original grill. I have a Corvette grill, sorry. And what I'm noticing is this thing would be bolted in from the back side. So you would have a hole in there. We'd cut this out, obviously. We're gonna cut this out anyways because we're gonna make our own grill. But you'd have a hole in there and you bring it in probably from the back side and bolt it in, and then your front side would stick out, obviously. I obviously can do that by cutting this out and doing that and put it in there and figure out how to bolt it in there. I don't know what to say. I think I'd rather make my own. The reason being is I can, when I go to paint this car, I'm going to paint this car. When you go to paint this car, this grill is, I don't know, it's got a piece knocked off there. It's got, it's not real, like the best. It's got a few pits in it. It's so on and so forth. It's a nice grill, it really is. It's a nice grill for a custom car of any sort, but if I make my own grill, I'm gonna try to make it with the material that I can use my plastic chrome and chrome my own grill, so it's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, why would I not? If I painted, I would like that grill to really shine, and that plastic chrome shines just as good as any other chrome. I have an opening there that the Volvo grill goes in. I don't want the original Volvo grill. It wouldn't fit anymore now because it hits this. It wouldn't fit because it laid on top of this, and then it went over on the side of the fender because this car was sawed off straight. You can see it back here. So it wouldn't fit there. So it would have to be changed anyways. We've changed the look of the front end. We've got it propped out a little bit. This part here, we'll put our grill inside this, and what I look at and what I see when I look at this car and you look side on, I see a 40 Mercury. That's what I see, like a 40 Merc. When you look on from the side view of this car with the roof setting on it, it's both because the top will come off. You see a 40 Merc. That's what I see. So what I'm thinking is I can build my own grill in this car in the front to look like a 40 Merc. And when I look at the 40 Merc, Jolene's bringing it up on her phone a few times, and it angles down, and it goes basically down below the bumper, So what I want to do is I want to get it in proportion, what size I want, basically, what size I want that, and I will make it out of material that I can put my plastic chrome on so it looks really nice. We've got sort of a coming down there now. I'm thinking we're going to want a little bit more, and we're going to want it narrower. I do not want to take off the radiator or anything like that. Not sure how the horns are bolted on here, if they're bolted on from backside or front side, what it is. You can still get in there. I'm going to make the grill removable. So I'm going to actually try to create the area where I'm going to put the grill in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it out of Bristol board first. And I think Bristol boards are a good idea. And the reason being, I don't really know what I'm doing right at the present moment. Like what I like and what I don't like. And if I can do it with this, it'd be much better. So what I'm thinking is with this opening here, I don't want this much opening for the grill. I don't want that. I'd like to bring it in about here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some paper and I'm going to tape it on there to make it look like it should maybe. Let's do this. I'll get a tape measure. That's one thing I forgot. Trying to get ready. Glasses. That always helps. Radiator is right here, obviously. The radiator looks in pretty good shape. You know, I can come in that far if I want to, I guess. Let's come in as far as the radiator, and then if I don't like it, I can take it off. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure over there. I'm going to say 8.5 inches. So I'm going to cut this 8.5 inches. So basically I'm just cutting the paper like I'd be cutting metal, but I prefer to ruin this instead of a piece of metal. And this is less sparks, less noise. What did I say? 8.5?
I think so.
Keep going with the tape measure, man. It's like, I'm going to say 8. And the reason I'm going to say 8, Fina. The reason I'm going to go 8 because 8's easy to remember. Easier than 8.5. 8. Man, I'll tell you. 8. Let's get over. Cut that off. What we'll do is we'll just tape it on in place so we know, or should know, get a little bit of a look or glance what we need. I'll cut that off at 8. Once I can start my grinder up. You want to make the noises, sweetheart?
No.
It's faster than a grinder, isn't it? Let's do another 8. We want for the other side. You know when I read my comments is when I'm on the shitter, right? And Buddy said, why does he do so much thinking? If you do not think, you sink. Why does he do so much thinking? Shit made me laugh. And that's what I was doing, shitting. I was laughing and shitting at the same time. Why does he do so much thinking? Why would you not? That's what you're here for. Walk around as a zombie? That's what your brain's for. To use, to think. Why not? It's free. And a baby. It's free. Let's make this fit, sort of. Now that looks like a straight thing going on. When I made that piece, it looked straight too, but it had a whoop to it. And this is going to have the exact same thing going on. You see that right there. You can see I'm going to miss that by, if you look down there, you see that? I'm going to miss that by 1/2 inch. I'm just going to bring it down here a little bit so I can make it tighter. Now, when I get down there, I'm going to miss that corner of that fender by probably 1/2 inch. So you really, pay attention. Use your thinker. Oh, shit. Made me laugh. I want to thank that guy. I want to thank him. Why does he do so much thinking? It's like the guy that asked the guy with the pop bottle full of ice. How'd you get that great big piece of ice in that little tiny hole? Okay. Wrap that around there. Looks pretty decent. A little bit of a thing going on there. We're not. Tape that on, I guess, if I can. So stick it in. Let's do this side. And if it's too small of an area for a grill, well then I'll cut it back to, we got 8 inches. We'll cut it back to 6 inches. That would be 4 on either side. I'm thinking that would be lots. And the only reason I'm making it is because my brain is telling me to. Why not? Made everything else. Fina, how you doing? Good girl. She's a good girl. Fina's getting, what can I say? Where she's like to, instead of coming down with us, she's getting in the mood that she likes to stay down and have a little snooze. And I don't blame you a bit, sweetheart. Don't blame you a bit. You're allowed to snooze whenever you want to. I'm going to just stand back here a little bit. This for sure is up too high. I'm going to have to cut that out. But I'm just going to stand back and see how I like how wide the grill is. If it's too small, it's too small. Too small, in my opinion. It's just too small. So we'll go back to 6 inches. Let's go back. Let's do this. Back that far. Just for an eye. For a visual. Okay. That'd be better, wouldn't it? 6? Mm-hmm. I think it would be better to me. I don't want it much wider than that. Why don't I want it much wider than that? Because I don't. So that, I don't think I do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it with a pair of scissors sitting up there, and then I take a look. When you're making a custom grill, I just want to take my time figuring out what I like before I even go to making anything. I don't want to start making it and then not be like it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And me cutting this paper, I don't figure it's hurting anything other than my feelings that I didn't get it right the first time. Now I'm thinking that's got to come down. I covered that up where the bumper is. I don't want to have to take, I'm thinking about there somewhere where the bumper was. That's a guess. That's a guess because there's a bumper there. There's a hole there where the bumper goes in. There's a hole there where the bumper goes in. I don't think I want to go below that. But I think if I come down to here, you know, if I come down to here with that opening, my bumper's, where's my bumper at? I'll show you where my bumper's at right here. There's the bumper. There's the bumper. So if I didn't come, like I say, that's not straight, obviously. So if I come down, there's the bumper there that goes in there. So if I keep it above the bumper hole, I'm not affecting the bumper. That's what I'm worried about. Also, I don't even know if the bumper's going to fit yet because I haven't tried it on, because we got this shape going on here now. That plays, everything just manifests after you change something. But after we get that pulled out there quite a ways, it's probably pulled out there 3 inches or a little more. That bumper may not fit, it might be lengthened, whatever. But the bumper hole's there. If I don't bring if I cut down below here somewhere, I should be fine with the grill. And that seems to me, I gotta change this area up here. This has gotta be done like, I'm gonna say, let's do it with the tape. It's sorta got this mad dog look where it comes down the center. So I'm going to have to add some metal up there. Obviously, haven't done that yet, but I'm just showing you. I'm going to have to add some metal there, and it's going to have to be peaked down here to get that look. And I'm thinking we're good. This is this is all going to have to be replaced down here. And the reason being is it's all beat to pieces. Like I can shove my finger behind that tape so it shows you that. We're 6 inches from there. I'm happy with that. And we'll go above the bumper hole. Let's do it. I'm not sure how to go about it, but this second, haven't really, I'll never keep that on there for a second. Make a pattern of those. Make a pattern of, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make, that comes down. I'm going to have to figure out how far that comes down, obviously. Now, this is all destroyed. I may as well make that first before I do any of the grill. I may as well make the piece that's destroyed from that side to that side, make that far up as far as the bumpers, and then start closing it in. I think that's my thing I should do, actually. Let's do that. Just peel this off. I'll have those for templates, and I'll know which side's which side because it's got the marker on the side. So this panel that I have in the center here that I'm going to replace first. You know, I just want to know what's going on, what I'm doing. The panel I have going to replace here in the center is just one piece of metal. It goes down. It's got like a rib in the bottom of it, and that's it. Like it's just around like this, rib in the bottom of it. Bumper hole has the edge along the side. Should be pretty basic, I'm hoping. All right. Now, let's replace this up to the bumper hole. So this is gonna have to be cut out, obviously, because we're gonna take the grill down to the top of the bumper hole, or maybe even a little further. But we'll cut that out after we replace the piece. I want to do this. Let's do this. Let's get a pattern. It's the first thing you do, jump into a pattern. The very first thing you do. Don't want that pattern way up there. But what am I going to say? Gives me something straight to go by, is what I like. So what I can do is I can measure down that distance and cut the top off it. I think that's what I'll do. But it gives me something straight to go by, and just gives me something straight to go by. Let's put it on the corner of it. So we're there. I think we got it. Center is where? Yeah, you can see the distance there. That's not what we want there. I'm going to take some tape and put it on a piece of paper. Ah, you see that?
Yeah.
Scared me. It knows what I'm going to make it do. I'm going to make it work. I'm just sticking that piece on there so I get a better read. And I'm going to get up and go get my tape. Where'd it go? Are you serious?
It may have went all the way back.
It went all the way to the back? There it is. Look at that now. Would you down around this wheel? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? All right, I'm just going to take that back there. All we got to do is duplicate this piece of metal. Yeah, we didn't get enough in the center. All right, you dirty dog. No. There's another thing too. We need more material. So we got a little bit of a kerfuffle going on here. I do. I'll mark it there. I'm gonna pull it down tight in the center. I can't go past center. That's what I've been doing. Going past center is buggering me up. And I don't know where center is right this second. This is a hard one. We'll go with that for a second. we're gonna make 2 of these. We'll make them a little bit long. So when they crisscross, then I can just run the zip cut through them, and then I can bring them together, basically. So I'm happy with that. We'll just make it a little bit long there. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Hope you do. Yeah. Let's fold that over. Draw a line. And that is the bottom. That's kind of stuck up there. I don't like that. Whatever. It is what it is. That was right there. Hard to believe that is the piece underneath that car. That's how much. Stop that. So that's right on the money. I better make that a little big. Hard to believe it's on that much of an angle going over there, is it not? But that much of an angle makes it go straight. So it's pointed out that much, if you get what I'm getting at. You get what I'm getting at? What we'll do is we'll cut this out. Nope, don't want to do that. I already did it. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to have to make sure I transfer it over to the metal now. I want that a little bit longer, remember, so I can cut it. Gotta remember that. I'm going to do this. What I'll do, this has got a straight, just a straight piece of metal in there. It's got like a little, probably a bend in it off the brake, a little clunk, clunk, got a little bend going across there to put some strength in it. I think what I'll do is I'll run maybe a piece of round rod or a piece of square stock along the front of this to just make that panel a little bit stronger at the bottom, because it is dented up or whacked out of shape. I don't think that's a hard thing. It's just thing got to be done. Trying to make that pattern stay together, that's all. Let's do this. Let's put that on there and see if it works. I'm shy in the middle quite a bit. I'm shy down here. I need more. And am I in the center? It looks like it's the center. Yep, over across there. That's not bad. That's good. That's good. Let's do this. Now, where I don't need it at the top, I'm going to bring it down around where it needs it. And try to make it go from there. So that fits better. Way better. And let's do this. Let's figure out how far down. Where's my measurement? Let's do this. I'm going to mark this right across here. That's where that bumper goes in. I want to mark it up maybe just a little ways. What's that measurement? I'm going to say 3 3/8 is what it is, but I want to make it easier. 3 1/2. 3 1/2, make it easier, right at the top of the bumper. And I gotta leave a little bit for the top of the bumper. Let's do 3. Just to make it easier on the brain, that's the only reason I chose 3. Let's do 3. I'm gonna put this on first because it does not fit at the top, so I'm gonna make it fit now with the bottom. So this fits pretty good with the bottom. Bring it down a little bit more. And the reason being, I can always snap it off. I got lots at the top. So we're gonna come right there. That measurement right there is coming off the whole top of this thing. Whatever that measurement is. Two 2 3/8. Double check. Don't use the tape all the time, don't want to. But I can if you want me to. thinking that's our piece. Jolene looks amazing today, as always. In to see her mother first thing this morning, made sure everything was comfortable for her. Jolene's an angel. And we're praying for you, Jackie. We're praying for you. All right. I'm thinking that's my piece. As this is going, I don't know which way it's going. It's going to, like, as I make that, this is probably going to have to be cut down to, you know, same as the grill, same as this top piece. I'm going to have to make that come down to a point. Obviously, this is going to be cut down to a point in here, but we'll cut that after I get this piece made, I guess. I want to bend this piece now. I want to do this. Now I've got that piece in there. I'm not thinking the English wheel, that's for sure. I'm thinking the roller, the bending machine there. Now I'm gonna draw a line here, right there, and right there. Seems like that's where the bend is in this panel. It's got a little bit up here, but it's got most of it here where it tucks under. That's basically what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to flop this over here like this. See if that fits that one, which it really doesn't matter if it doesn't or does. But what does matter, it's over that hole. That's I got a lot more than I need. What does matter is I make it look right. So I'm thinking we got a little more than we need. That's good for the center. Let's do it. Let's make 2 of these pieces. And I'm going to leave that on there for now. I'm going to cut that all out, but that's going to take after I figure it out, I guess. Let's do this. Get the gloves on, pull this out. And just for a visual, maybe I'll cut that out before the video ends. What time is it?
28.
Oh, geez, I got all kinds of time. Just thought I was doing too much talking, too much figuring, too much thinking. Let's do it. Let's go over there. Got the 34 covered up. We don't want to get it all dirty. I've already give it a little more patina here in a second with a sheet of metal. Didn't want to get it all dirty again. Not interested in that right now. I've washed it a few times. Probably more than I've washed most. But we'll leave it like that for now. And it's going to be a good project too when I'm doing metal work on this or doing fill work or doing whatever. If I want to take a little more time or take a little time and go at that car and take its gas tank off, get that cleaned out, because that's all going to have to be done. There's a bunch of stuff that's got to be done on that bad boy. And I'm just the guy to do it. If you don't think so, keep watching. Keep watching. What do you think, Fina? Huh? You're happy being the redhead, aren't you? Sure you are. Sure she is. She likes sleeping down the house, don't she, what? Let's get 2 of those bad boys going.
Did you make
what?
that one side longer?
I looked at it. When I put this piece on, watch this. Let's do this. Jolene asked me a question. I want to make sure, as she asked a question, I'm not wrong. This piece here, I've got it on the bottom all the way. I found it to bend. Now, you're right. We were past that hole. See that? See where that hole is? That's going up through there. I'm going to make that. Let's go this one. Let's do it again.
Okay. Yep.
We're, what can I say? Messed up way down the bottom, but we should be fine, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Like it's quite a bit overlap down there, isn't there?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Hoping, sweetheart. I'm hoping. I'll cut this one. Can't cut it with scissors though. I cannot. Put that there. So we're looking at a 40 Mercury grill, and we're kind of going with the same route that is. And the reason I'm feeling like I want to go with that route because the car looks like that. It's close to it. The headlights are not the same. Nothing's the same. It's just I'm taking that look and I'm using it. And I'm going to be able to chrome my own grill for pennies. Not that I have to, it's who I am. Not that I have to, it's who I am. That's who I am. That's what I want to do, make myself happy. Not interested in flogging out a bunch of money to be happy. I'm interested in making it myself because I can. I'm going to cut another one right now. Yes, I would never change myself for nothing. For nothing. I am who I am. Didn't Popeye say that? I am who I am. Ga, 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 ga. I am who I am. That's who it is. That's who I am. If everything's going well, it'd just be intensified. That's all. What I mean by intensified, you'll see more of who I am, not less. Some people can handle it, and some people can't. And the ones that can, okay. And the ones that can't, don't care. Cut off there. Get both pieces cut, and then I can do maybe make them both the same shape. That one goes there. That goes there. So basically what we're doing is we're making panels for the front that only go above the bumper hole, probably 1/4 inch. You can see I marked it right there. So this just goes like this. So we're going to bring that together, so it's going to have a peak like that. Everything's going to look good because we're going to have it round this way and we're going to be pointed out this way. So there's nothing really visual that you would ever see in that kind of panel. So it's a nice panel to make to hide any kind of anything. And let's face it, we have a bunch of cyber trucks that have come into Nova Scotia. There's a trailer for them. Someone put a picture up about them, and you could see them there. And you have to understand that cyber truck is about being as cheap as possible with electric engine in it. And what I mean by as cheap as possible, there's no shape. Shape costs money. Don't matter how you look at it. You can look at it as working out, which takes time. Shape costs money. And what I mean by that is he didn't put no shape in that truck. It's all square, it's all flat. So basically there was no big dies that had to be built. You know, there was nothing. It was basically no shape. So it made it cheaper to make. That was obvious. No shape. But very cool to look at. And I don't want one. No, I'd take one. Yes, I would. I don't need one. How's that? And if I need one, I'll go for it. I'll make a dream and I'll go for it. Let's see what that. Let's go this way. I'm over here and that's over there. That's the hard thing for me in the brain. Got the wrong machine. Forgot I got this bad boy. Gotta go over here for a second. I got it marked on this side. So, that one's on this side. The furthest one's on this side. I'm telling you, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I'm trying to. Short. Not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna go with that. And the reason being is because I can bend this a little bit more by hand. Let's do it again. Let's go over there and bend the other one. Where'd I put that bad boy?
Roller.
Under the roller? I don't see it, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Under the roller, right there. Under the roller. All right, this is this one. Just something you can mess up very easy if you don't get the wrong side and bend the wrong thing. Like, I'm just trying to pay attention a little bit, I guess. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Huh? Can you imagine being on the shitter laughing? That's what I get most times. I don't like going there, but it's always good for a laugh. I don't like going there. There we go. All right, now we got a little bit of roll in this part. Looks really good, looks really good. Now we just want to put a little roll in this stuff. Just put it in there and just kind of tweak it a little bit, bend it a little bit. Make yourself happy. I'm going to have to cut, yeah, obviously. All I'm doing is looking down, like down the metal, and see if it's got this in it. That's all I'm looking for. It really doesn't yet. Not pushing it hard enough, being gentle. Don't take much sometimes. You might not be able to tell, but I can. Looks good. I'm glad I bring this out here, and this was Jolene's idea. And the reason Jolene said bring it out there, you use it all the time, take it out there and use it. Get smarter, not harder. Get smarter, huh? Nice. Good. Want that along down there. I want to bend the other one up a little bit. Just letting a little more bend on this one. Oh, wrong one. Not bad. You know, we're laying in, you know, a little more roll on this one than that one, but not bad in the center. Like basically what we're looking for. Which one's got more roll? Try this bad boy. All right. Two slightly bent pieces of metal to make it work. Let's see if we can make it work. Now, got that little bent, little rough there. What I mean by little rough is too much down here. Got bent, just so you can see it right there, a little too much. A little too much. And it actually has been a little bit of bronze going on there, so it might be just what it needs. Once I clamp that on there, we're good. There we go. I want the 90 that goes to the fender. I want that 90. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld that down there. I'll cut it off. We'll butt weld it along the top here, and then we'll come along in there and cut that off after. That's what I'm thinking. Or I'll cut it off now. Nope, cut it off before I put it on there, maybe. We'll see what happens. Got bent a little bit too much in the center. And that's not really giving me a true bend there either. Like, it's kind of a fool's game, really, because I'm making a bent piece of metal. A fool's game. Let's get some clamps. Let's clamp it on and see what we got. See what we got. Trying to clean the shop up a little bit. It's always good to clean the shop up a little bit. Find out where everything is again. Sometimes that's a hard thing to do. Find out where things are again. Especially when you want to... This. Yo! Did you ever sit on Peter's scissors before, sweetheart? Did you ever sit? All right, let's do this. I got this one fitting pretty good on this side. Just gonna hold that for a second. Twig it up, get slid over. It's holding it pretty good. It is, it is. Just knock it over with a pair of grips here. Just knocking it over a little bit, that's all. But I still want to hold it. There we go. Nope, go further. Further. There we go. So, have many pair of grips I got holding this thing together, but there's enough. Whoop, whoop. A little tightener, a little tighter. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful you are, Jolene. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's put that bad boy on. Let's not mess with it anymore. Let's not mess with it. Let's get across here. I'm gonna turn that bad boy on. It's a bit getting there, but I'm not quite sure what I was doing. What's another comment there I seen while I was taking a dump? You never plan for anything. I forgot to tell you, there's no textbook for this sort of stuff. You do it when it comes to you. Like I can't plan something when I'm working on something, when I'm somewhere else. You do it when you plan it out, when you come to it and you figure it out as you're doing it. There's no more I can tell you than that. That's the way it rolls. That's called custom work. It's not called tearing apart and putting back together, planning what you do tomorrow. I'm going to take the fender off tomorrow and do this, do that. No. I'm not sure how you plan to make the front end of a headlight. Not sure. I generally just go for it. That's what I do. Every day, right in front of your face. Watch me mess up. Or watch me achieve. It's either or. Just gonna tag a light. Hopefully it holds it. That's that lip I want. Yeah, I'm not real happy with that, but I am, I guess. Let's do this. Gonna save ourselves a couple cans of putty. Won't we, baby? Huh? Save ourselves a couple cans of putty. Down below that for some reason, but I can't help that. But it's above. Oh, okay, I can see what's going on now. The bend is doing it for me. Remember the bend down here? I'm going to do this. That's holding that right there. I'm going to take that off. I got a little spot of weld right there. Hope it don't come off. I'm going to take this pair of vice grips off. Vice grip it somewhere else. Right up here where it's quite a ways away. Let's see what I can do there. There we go. Look at that. Now I'm going to spot it on there better. See this? Watch. Where it's tight there now. Got it nice and tight there now. So I can snap that one back off and maybe get a little bit tighter. It should be fine for now though. Nice and tight down, all along down there. I want to get it tight. That's a little bit of distance there. Down here in the front, I don't care what's going on because we're making it all new. I just want that to match up to the fenders. Got to do that. Now let's do this. A little bit of shape in it. Let's do this. Try to get it right in that crease where I got the other side, and it brings it right. There we go. Haha. Now like that. And watch this. That's tight there. It's tight, Leroy. I'm gonna get that and push it in there. why we're up so far there, but we are. And bring it down some. Got one tack. One tack holds it in place. And two, it's at where it's at. Nope, I'm gonna put the pliers on that, at the bottom. It's manipulation, but I feel like it's, what do I feel like? It's manipulation, but I feel like it's faster than having all the tools that do it for you. That makes sense. Like all the tools that do it for you. Let's take a look underneath. Nope, not it at all. This one here, I have to snap that off. It has to go up. Zip cut. I just get warmed up half hour in. You know what I'm saying? Just get warmed up. Got to make it equal at the bottom. Try to make it right. Equal at the bottom. Now it's up over that. Now I'm going to take that down. Make it equal at the bottom. Nope. Still isn't doing it for me. Ah. I'm going to do this. Now they're both on there. Let's do this over here. Hoping that we're set this distance where I need to be. I'm up there just about, like right on the money there. I'm up there just a little tiny bit. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Let's do this. Can you push that in further? Let's match it up down the bottom. Try to get them, actually, as I cut that, that'll bring them together. Let's cut it. Just gonna tack it together. Not sure why yet. Not sure why yet. Gonna have to cut all the way through to get that off. Nope. Don't have to cut that all the way through to get that off. Just have to cut it off here and it'll come off. As long as my center's not hitting, that's all. Let's cut some more. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to get the sheet metal off on the backside. That's what I'm trying to figure out right at the present moment. Ah! get them to match up. That's all we care. Let's get this to match up. Looking good. Nail it. What I mean by looking good is flushing out. Nice. Basically with that end, if you get that on the both sides, it has no choice but other than flush out. And what I mean by flush out is that I've got it coming together, so it's butt welded together. That's nice. A little bit of a, what can I say? Length of a grinder there, but you know, I've welded it worse. Beautiful. That's awesome. Meets together. Wow. Wow. I'm flabbergasted on how well that met up. I want to weld it down there because I want to have a chance of getting it out. That's what I'm thinking. Let's get this off. I'll get this welded up here. Just a little easier me doing it without the helmet. But when I get welded up, I definitely want the helmet because I want to see what I'm doing, how I'm welding it up, and what I need to weld up. It's basically sometimes I weld up more than I need because I want grinding material. Gonna shave this off here a little bit. Nope. Just gonna come out here and weld it. Hit my. Just want to get stuck on there so I can play with it later. Basically what we want. So we can play with it later. Now, I've got that bad boy on there. Let's get a zip cut. Smell something funny? Almost like smelled propane for a second. Gonna get a zip cut. Zip cut. Where'd I have them bad boys? Right there. Wouldn't be my own farts, would it? Ah! My own farts. Yeah, so we're gonna bring that all down to this area. In this area, like it comes down here, there's a piece comes down here, you can see it, how it's made. If Jolene wants to come up and give you a little looky poo-poo. It comes down here, this piece is bent over here, this piece is spot welded on top of it, and then this piece here is, this front piece here is spot welded on the top of here, and has this lip here that goes and bolts the fenders over there, and it runs straight across with a crimp in the bottom of it. I'm gonna end up trying to get all that material that I cut out. I mean, let's face it, I butt welded this together here. I'm hoping I didn't tack the center of this to that, and hope not. I'm gonna take and run the zip cut down through there and get that metal off there so I can cut this all off. Let's cut it off now. Yeah, let's cut it off because I'm gonna end up putting we'll see what happens there. There might be a 90 put on that or whatever. I'll get that tightened down before I get going. Did you like that? Yeah. It's talking, see? Never done that before. There's always a first for everything. Now, I really only want to come over 6 inches on that. I wonder what I do want to cut out of it. Let's do it. Let's figure it out. 6 inches, let's mark it. Right from the top here. Let's cut it 6 inches first before we do it all. And that way there, we're not thing I slowed down just for a second, or I had to cut her all out. Just looking at it for a second. Wonder how I do want to cut it out. Take that out of there first. We'll slowly dissect it. Now, this here, we've got a tack there, but this piece underneath here, I'm going to want to get that all out, and I'm going to want to run something on top of that, maybe, not sure, a piece of square stock on top of that while that's all on that seam, but this stuff has to come out. Has to come out, and it will come out. Just when, I'm not sure. Figuring out how I want to cut it off. I'm going to get a light just to take a look at it. It'd be better off for me to take a look and just slice it out. I think it would be much better to take a look. Not sure if this thing works or the power's on or not. I don't think it's on. Yeah, this goes back there and bends down. Because that's going to be covered off. And that muzzle go look like it's going straight in. That's what it might as well do. A little bit more. It might all, like, I'm basically just taking out a little bit at a time, but I'm thinking that piece there is going to come out and go out flat to this. You know, basically I'm just going to cut out a little bit at a time and see how it goes. I don't think I need to cut. Let's see how it goes. that. Don't do that. Maybe one more time. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. I feel like it's all gonna have to come off anyways to come down and put a nice panel come up. Well, where I think I'm going is I'm just going to clean all that out of there. I'm just going to get back to this groove here, get that cleaned out down through there, get this cut off here, get that cut out of there, and then we'll make a new panel that slides right in and comes up to that edge. Basically, that's where I'm going for. So I'm just going to be cutting things out and going there. What time is it?
107.
107. So as you see what I got going here, I got the bottom made. This is the bottom. I'll get this piece cut out here, right to that angle there. I'll get this piece cut out here, right to that angle there. We'll get it cut hopefully nice and straight across here and right across there. And then what we'll do is we'll make a brand new panel and we'll shove that panel in and then up on that corner. So we'll have to make a little bend on the brake over there, up like this, and then we'll have to make it fit. But actually, don't even look like it. We might have a harder time than I think, maybe, because that piece right there is right in front of that angle. But we will make a new panel that goes in and connects on this. This coming up in the air doesn't work anymore. We're actually going to come down a little bit, so we're going to have to hold off on this until we get our construction made, and then we can make the panel, basically. First time doing this, and I use my brain and think a lot because I don't want to sink, basically. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. That was kind of, it wasn't... Yeah, it's going good. It has to start somewhere. I've got 2 panels made down the bottom. I haven't got them bruised up or any hurt to them whatsoever. As far as I know, the clamps are on there quite tight though. They're not hurting or none. They got the panel in behind it there. They're not going anywheres. They're not going anywheres. And that's for you, Floyd. What do you think, buddy? Huh? You like no skirts? Alrighty, so you come back tomorrow, I'll have that, I'll leave this, obviously it's not coming off, I'll get this cut out, and then we'll continue on framing up for a grill. Thanks a lot for coming back, everybody, have a great day. Over and out.